Can't use what name song then?
Yeah, we can
We
use
can't use Temple of Light music. Eh? Yes, we put on some Temple of Light music.
We have the mission song right now.
Or compositions by Reverend when name? May his soul rest in peace.
Noel.
Noel, yeah, Maestro Dexter. No, we're just talking about. Oh yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Ask Angela, she ready.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living, Kingston, Jamaica. And I must say, thank you to Angela, our musical genius, who gave us the opening cards for our service, just setting the stage. So as I welcome those in the sanctuary and those online, it's a beautiful morning, warm, but it's the warmth of spirit expressing itself into as our experience this morning. So join me in an opening affirmative prayer. We recognize the presence of spirit in our midst. That perfect intelligence, that perfect wisdom that guides each one of us unerringly. I know that with open hearts, we are totally now receptive to this perfect idea called a Sunday morning service. I know for Reverend Sonia, the speaker, I know for myself and all who are participating in this conscious awareness of the presence and power projecting itself in through us this morning, we know that the love, the fellowship, and the peace that we share blesses each one and spills out to bless our entire nation and flows into the cosmos to bless each and every person, open and receptive to a message of love, a message of support, and indeed to tell us of tools for us to experience a higher idea of ourselves and our unfolding in God as God. So we just give thanks this morning and know that in this consciousness of light and love, we truly celebrate the awesomeness of spirit. I give thanks that all this is so, and so it is. And our chant this morning is entitled Within, and the words and the music by our beloved Steve Golding. We'll sing it twice. Turn within your Lord, for your dwell in my heart, first, where all is well, peace, joy, that is where it dwells. I find his speed, dear Lord, and make manifest. I turn within. Dear Lord, for there you dwell in my heart of hearts, where all is well. I love the peace, the joy that His Spirit expressed. I find His meet, dear God, and make manifest. As we make that presence of spirit manifest in our hearts, a few moments of silence to realize the joy, the love, the peace that is God. And so it is. Our inspirational reading is taken from our Science of Mind magazine, October 2017. The epigraph is from that famous prose written by William Ernest Henley, Invictus. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul, end of quote. Dr. Holmes, who wrote this piece, says, take time to think about what most fully represents exultant and joyous life. Life that is so full of the sheer joy of living, as it cannot be still. Young goats sitting in the parlor, kittens at play, children with think of them happy. Convince yourself, and know that life fills your whole organism. That you not only have life, but you are life. Dwell upon this thought. Rejoice in it. Declare it. Be thankful for it. And accept life as yours right now. Start expressing it in any and every way you can. Your life is a life of God in you. End of quote. Your life is a life of God in you. My life is a life of God in me. My life is a life of God in me. So remember that, Sean, please. And our praise song, which goes along with it, is You Can Smile. So please stand up and help me sing. You can smile when you can't say a word. You can smile though you cannot be heard. You can smile, be it cloudy or fair. You can smile anytime, anywhere. You can sing, and your song as I sway. You can sing, and your song as you pray. You can sing. Let's celebrate our Saint with a prayer found on our flyer in program the screen. The Temple of Light, self-spirit living, is a sacred field embodying our spiritual community from which the Christ peace, love, and joy emanate. To touch, to heal, bless, prosper, and to liberate anyone who comes into contact with it in any way. The light of the Christ illumines us, our center and our fire. Our spiritual community is filled with and surrounded by the presence of God and is growing from strength to strength. The power of God expands our consciousness of truth, guiding us ceaselessly on the paths of wisdom, spiritual growth, unfoldment, and attainment. We are blessed, and to God be the honor and glory forever. And so it is. Please see. I am Dylan. I'm going to light the candle. Will Abby Zari join me, please, for the youth? Abby, you're still young. Come. Say more. I light this candle on behalf of the youth of our church and indeed the youth of the world. So together can we say the blessing which is in the middle of page 3 and it is also on your screen. We love you, we appreciate you, we salute the Christ in you, and we see you as shining lights unto our world. God is seen now, and so it is. And our youthful voices will join me in the mission song. Words and music by our beloved Noel Dexter. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple. prosper, to love and liberate anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are a people with a vision, spirit on a mission, to touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. Yeah. Thank you, Reverend John. Good morning. We have a first time worshiping with us in person this beautiful Sunday morning. Please stand. Let's start you. Until you say one time. Well, we welcome you all. That means that you have been to the temple before. Those on screen, if it's the first time you're watching us, you should stand. We welcome your hearts this morning, and we hope that's you all. Behind me are from our garden. And I have to say, many thanks to Sean, our bouncer, who is everything to us. And we continue to pray and fast with Sean until the rains come. The flyer with significant items or events are already in your program, but I'll just mention a few. Right after the morning service, we'll join Angela Elliott in the sanctuary for a 90-minute session of discussion. It's based on concepts taken from the Principles of Successful Living, written by Raymond Charles Barker, our New Thought writer. There will be no spiritual mind healing service on Tuesday, but please come out and join us on Labor Day for a day of fellowship and work. Courtney will come and give us a few details. Come, Courtney, few details, Courtney. I see he's ably supported by practitioner Chima Alcock.
Greetings, everybody. He's to be here. Dr. is also a member of the Special Environment, and she is here to identify with me because he's one of the facilitators of an event at the station here. I remind the pleasure, you are here to exhibit of burning, going, and running together. And it's the 18th stadium, so we want your support. Remember, we'll be doing internal cleaning of baseboards and windows, etc. And we'll be dealing with external cleaning up and the removal of rubble, and possibly the construction of a rock garden. And we also will be having container gardening and composting activities, learning activities. And more and more and more. It's think of picnic, think of fellowshipping, think of playing, think of experiencing pleasure together, think of community. For follow-up information, we have contact persons that are listed on the board. Do you want to say something?
Just want to say, everybody, just come out and support the Environmental Committee. It's a yearly activity, and we're looking for everybody to come out and support. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll give you many gaps, contacts for input. And please remember to bring any tool that you have, garden tools. You can take it back at the end of the show, but it will help us to do the activity. activities that we plan. Thank you.
Yes, Courtney, thank you very much. Looking forward to it, Courtney. Join us on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. for our award-winning series when practitioner Sandra Cooper will have a fun conversation with our successful financier, Gregory Robinson. His theme is Believe in Yourself, right? Good. And you will be able to see the thread of truth principles running through his energetic engagement with life. Come share a wonderful hour with us right after prayer call at 5 p.m. By the way, Gregory grew up in this church, so you should find that Zoom link or Facebook, right? YouTube on Thursday at 6, and let us all be there to support our community. Mother's Day, our gratitude to sponsors and everyone who supported our event. I'm going to clap from up here. Thanks. But we have some plants, left over from our floral ministry here for sale. If you're interested, please let me know. They are to this right side of the step coming down from the administrative offices. So anything that catch your eye, check me and I'll tell you the price on behalf of the floral angels that we have in this church. Meditation also is a spiritual practice. The floral arrangement is a spiritual practice. If you see all those ladies put those things together, I'm sure that they are streaming spirit. So this additional practice, which we call meditation, if you really want to know much more about the benefits and how to do it properly, please call us at the office and we'll schedule an interview with one of the persons who teach meditation in this community. Members' activities. Now, this gives me great joy to read. From time to time, some of our members are participating in concerts, showcasing artistic pursuits and other forms of creative endeavors. Other members would like to know where and when. So Angela Elliott, she said I'm not to call her name, has come up with the idea that she will check out the information and share it with members of our temple family so that we can all go out, attend these events, and show our support. I'm going to call Angela to share some of that information with you. But you need all those creative people that I'm seeing sitting in front of me. You need to let us know when you're having your displays, your expositions, and when you're singing so we can all come and clap you. Right. Angela.
Morning, everybody.
Morning,
as Reverend Ann said, we're going to be announcing events around town. We call it Community Bulletin, and there's always a copy of what I'm going to read. So it was a rush decision, so I don't have a lot. This afternoon, Philharmonic Orchestra of Jamaica, they were a packed house last night, and it was very good. So that's still on at 5 p.m. at the University. And what's happening this afternoon as well is artists in conversation, featuring Rainbows and Red Lane, Creative Space, and that's at corner of Law Street and Mark Lane. That's sort of the top of the team. And then, of course, next Sunday, for some start to walk down. I don't have a lot of information on that. So what they're asking is for people to contact me, and they put my number up there if you know what is happening. So we can share it with family so that we can post it because we know we want to post it. Of course, we know that it's clash next weekend. We can come in here Friday and Sunday. So those of you who need to go, I know that CCRP has a bus going. One bus?
I don't know, but you can call.
Right. So we need this sort of information from everybody. If you don't get me, then just drop a line in the church so we can announce it every Sunday. This is Community Bulletin. Community Bulletin. Is that what I said?
Yes, that's
Okay.
it. That's the
Thank
name.
you.
Community Bulletin. I'm glad for it. Thank you. So, yes. Okay, let's try to integrate ourselves in the activities of community and support each other. And the form of support is rare. A practitioner is available frequently following hours on the service. The person today is practitioner as Gardner. The number to call is 876-289-0907. If you want to practitioner from 8 a.m. to midnight Monday to Friday, the same number you use, 876-289-0907. Pastoral counseling is also available. Just contact the office if you need any more information. Thank you all for your generosity and for helping us to be a beacon of light in the world. If you wish to support our ministry financially, kindly visit our donate page at donate.templeoflightcsl.org. It has all our banking details. donate.templeoflightcsl.org. Thank you, and together we will support a world that works for everyone. This concludes the announcements. Please join me in the first hymn, which is on a flyer in your program, and it's also on your screen. All hail the power of truth. Please sit. And get out your pencils and your paper or pens, as Reverend Sonia Davidson is about to give us her message. And in it are tools that we can use to live an abundant life. Help me welcome Reverend Sonia Davidson to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. And before I go any further, what a pleasure and an honor to have Reverend Ann supporting me this morning and supporting all of us. And so we want to welcome not only you who are here, but those who are on the World Wide Web. You know, Reverend Ann, you're amazing. You not only have time to do so many things, so many detailed things, support us spiritually, take care of every little detail of administration, and you still agree to support us on the platform on Sunday morning. Thank you so much. She is certainly living her purpose and more. You know, to live a life of purpose is to not only increase the likelihood of adding length to life, but most important, adding quality to life. One of my practices that I integrate into my wellness teaching as a primary care physician is that as my patients add years to life, I incorporate in it an encouragement for them to make sure that they find greater purpose in life. Greater purpose. Because I have noticed long before I even graduated that those persons who have a purpose and are aware of it, everybody has a purpose, you know, but when they are aware of their purpose and find different ways to express that purpose, they live longer and they live more enthusiastically and healthily. I have a very interesting cousin. She is approaching 96 years old. She lived in Mandeville for a long time, and just recently, a few months ago, she has decided to come to Kingston to accompany a 100-year-old friend so that she can support her. She used to jump on the bus, not spread, of course, get to town, take a taxi, and then go to her place of residence. Now she is so full of passion and purpose that she said, okay, I'm in town now and I haven't had time to go register in my usual church. I want to support your church in some way. And she's left a little on her own. I don't know if she got there, bus, taxi, I don't know, walk foot, whatever. She turned her up at my office with a little offering for our church. Isn't that someone that's living passionately on purpose to bless others, even in the tiniest of ways? Wow. Flo Prestridge, I salute you. Now, in the hierarchy of purpose, there is no greater purpose than to express the nature of the Creator, because that is what we are here for. The purpose is the ultimate purpose in the hierarchy of needs, is to express and to know. One thing, we are expressing it whether we know it or not, and even incrementally. But when we know that, then it takes on a greater meaning for us. And it gets us more and more deeply involved in expressing it in a more wonderful, creative, and expansive way when we know. You know, our relationship with the Creator is in the Declaration of Principles of the Science of Mind, and every line of it, and I'm encouraging us to get hold of it and take a line and embody it. Read it and embody it. You know, sometimes we read it here when we rattle it off with our minds all over the place. Savor every word. It was channeled by Dr. Ernest Holmes, truly in a moment of ecstasy and enlightenment, because it is really powerful. And one line I'm sharing this morning, because it relates to what I want to talk about. I believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. And then another part which says, I believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. Everyone without exception. Everyone. So in order to realize our purpose, we cultivate that awareness of that presence. Yes. And then, wow, the sentence that thrills me above others. I believe in my own soul. Oof. My own spirit and my own destiny. For I understand that my life is the life of God. Who knows it? Say it with me. It moves me every time I say it. Come on. I believe in my own soul, my own spirit, and my own destiny. For I understand that my life is the life of God. And the more we understand it, let me see, that is the greatest assignment of all, to cultivate the realization that my life is the life of God. When you get that, argument done. Argument done. Everything else is icing on the cake, frills. That is your daily practice. So each person, yes, we are all expressions of that one. But guess what? We can decide how it is expressed according to will. Will, meaning how we decide. What a freedom. What a freedom. And that freedom is love. When you give that level of freedom, it must be love. It must be love because it comes out with trust. It's a gift, a wonderful gift. Dr. Ernest Holmes says, God's will is always towards life and more life. The life within you is God. Whatever is true of God is true of your life. Since your life and the life of God are not two, but one. This life is within you. Being God did not begin and it did not end. Hence, you are immortal and eternal. You continue. You continue forever and ever. Forever and ever expanding. The God that is within you is truth, beauty, harmony, and wholeness. We get to choose the role we play in life. Here's to a brand new world, and you and I are a part of it. Imagine a great movie set. The storyline has already been created. Perhaps the major players have already been auditioned and chosen, but there are lots of roles left still to fill. And guess what? Every role is important. Even if you're a part of the crowd, you are still playing a part. There'd be no movie unless all of the players turned up. So yes, everything has an important part to play. The chair you're sitting on has an important role. It supports you. Everything and everyone. So, guess what? Let no one coerce you into any role that does not fit you or your genuine choice. You choose. Don't be intimidated by seeming importance of any role or that any player seems to be playing. No role is more important than another. All roles are necessary and essential to the cosmic web. If one little part breaks out, the whole thing can fall apart. But that won't happen because in the cosmic life, perfection exists. No, we are important to the human family. We are important to the cosmos, but my mind is on the human family. You know, if you are feeling today, if you're feeling motivated, energized, and enthusiastic, as I am when I look around and I'm attracting all kind of evidence of oneness, all kind of evidence that the age of enlightenment is upon us. You see, once you decide it, you get attracted to the evidence, and it's like there's a whole army, a whole groundswell of people out there who share your opinion that the age of enlightenment is upon us. The age of Aquarius. heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it, then you disregard any chorus otherwise. And guess what? You drown out any other chorus, right? They have some people in a choir with voice so big that when they sing, even when they're alone singing, never you can't hear anybody else, right? You wouldn't want to be in a choir like that. But just the same, one person who has decided that the age of enlightenment is upon us can make a difference. And guess what? You're not one. You are many, but you will not find the many until you are in that state of mind. So each of us, we are unique, and we are special to life, right? Not just some of us, all of us. We are incarnated on purpose for a purpose. So each of us are living life on purpose, even when we are choosing to express that purpose with a different vision. The vision and mission can change as we go along, right? But in the grand scheme of the cosmic story, sometimes we may feel invisible and feel that you're not as important as some most acclaimed inventor in the history of man, right? Some composer, which has, music which people are singing hundreds of years later. But guess what? Every time you reach out and symbolically or actually touch somebody's hand, you have made the world a better place. You have made the world a better place. And guess what? That simple act, which we call simple, but it ain't simple, because guess what? It sends ripples across the human collective consciousness. Because one person made happier, made feeling more significant, has contributed to the collective consciousness of the human race in a very positive way. Dr. Ernest Holmes has given so many gifts to us in the science of mind. And one particular gift, and I'm encouraging all of you to buy it, I don't care where you get it from, this book, this thing called You. It is chock full of affirmations along with messages. And here is one affirmation, just to give you a little teaser. My affairs are in the keeping of infinite wisdom. I am guided by divine intelligence. The activity of spirit inspires my mind and flows through my actions. Life lies open to me, rich, full, and abundant. Life lies open to me, rich, full, and abundant. So when you're there trying to figure out how you are going to express your purpose, remember who and what you are. It will instruct you. And if you need a little teaser, how about saying this last one with me? Life lies open to me, rich, full, and abundant. Life lies open to me, rich, full, and abundant. And guess what? When you incorporate that into your consciousness, you're going to find ways just open. People reach out. You reach out spontaneously. All kind of things begin to happen that assures you that you are living on purpose. And guess what? When you do that, the joy that fills you when you know that your significance does not come from what you're doing or what you have. It comes from how you're being. That point where God, the living Spirit Almighty, finds expression. Yes. So determining this well garden of your soul is the garden of Eden, wherever may grow of fondness as house, blossom in fulfillment. Or if you permit these of destruction there in book will show the beauty of hope until the Spirit alone remains. Search eyes to take. Watch carefully then with the garden of your soul. Plant there only seeds of happiness, of peace, of goodwill. So let's declare the word of love we found out. We continue this message. In the Lord, wherever I go, I shall meet with joy and love. friendship, gratitude, and compensation is a complete opportunity for the expression of every talent, ability, possession. Break it down. It's the law of my life everywhere I go. It's the law of my life everywhere I go. I shall meet with joy, with love, friendship, gratitude, and compensation. I shall meet with joy, with love, friendship, gratitude, and compensation. With a complete opportunity for the expression, with a complete opportunity for the expression of every talent and ability I possess. Every talent and ability I possess. Is that what it wow? And he says further, what thought has planted out? And I find some demonstrations that don't match what you want to do. You know that you plant some thoughts. Maybe so deep you don't even know where it is. But you don't have to worry. Plant what you want by thinking affirmatively in a way that corresponds to how you want life to show up for you. Now, as I said before, and it's very important, do not allow anybody's perception of what you are capable of to determine the scale of the contribution you are capable of making. Very important. Sometimes you can't tell how far-reaching the act that you to make, how far-reaching it should be. And you don't have to think about it, just do, because you're to. I like full of stories where people were become member to being social norm. My friend Yvonne Carty shared her thoughts in the power session. She gave us a lovely imagery of gentleness. Gentleness is something we can do and be. She says gentleness is like the way you hold a newborn baby, right? You just grab it up, right? Gentleness. So you can use your consciousness and your words and your actions the same way. That is the way we should treat each other, she says. How wonderful it would be if we treated each other with more gentleness. And as I had the opportunity to remember this as I was writing it, and I was about to issue a strong command, and I remember the words, and oops, gentleness. Oh, words, gentleness. I think she was musing on what a wonderful world that would be. More goodness, more gentleness, she said, more gentleness. I guess, in the effect, more gentleness. Yes, her words had a far-reaching effect in that moment, in that consciousness of stillness and prayerfulness, which is prayer power. I took it in, and I embodied it, and I think it will happen to me spontaneously, no matter how often I might want to get into the grandmother mode. I'm so grateful to her for this reminder. Gentleness is one way in which we show kindness to each other. What a lasting impact we could make. And it doesn't cost us anything. It's going to take a moment of mindfulness. Gentleness comes from deep within, where love and kindness resides in the secret place of the Most High. Secret place of the Most High. A simple act of gentleness, of kindness, of sincerity, even when not earned by the recipient, and send ripples across the world, can even resonate throughout history. No need to build the Eiffel. No need to build a cathedral. Yes, use that gift of the awareness of the presence of God. You know, the story of I had to revisit some of the stories in the Bible and look at how people interpret it in the Bible. That's how we interpret it when we read it. The story of the loaves and the fishes, I've heard it interpreted over and over. I'm reliably told that the story is one way to separate all four couples. I haven't proven it, but that's what I'm told by people who know. You know, there were the stories. There was a time when Jesus was sitting and chatting with disciples on the mountainside, and there was a huge crowd, and he was really getting down to it, man. He was talking. There were about 5,000 people, and he was ready to stop talking. So the people started to get hungry and restless. So Jesus said to his disciples, "Where can I find bread?" They said, "We can find bread right here." No, but we have a little boy who has 5 loaves and 2 small fish. Now, I'm sure everybody has heard the story, right? Now, let me repeat the story. I know people don't think of that little boy. No, that fish. They just pick up my fish, so you don't think dry spoil the boy. So just piece of your boy, is going to just give it up, so we don't know he's going to eat, right? It's my Joseph story. Joseph, the father of Jesus. That's important. When we talk about us, right? These are the things that show you. What a simple little act. Little boy, we could do that. We do that too. We were 7 kids, right? And then the rest of the story, just get feeding. Right, no. There is another story that's become my favorite that shows you how simple acts are coming from a consciousness of love, for someone listening to something in God. You don't have to be there affirmatively. When you are a pure spirit, you make room. You just make room for the flow of intent. So I don't know whether this boy was really just like, you want to walk this big crowd and this man, bearded man, right? And so he came, right? But this other story, well, I've shared it before. At that time, I share it or read, I see it in a different light. So this time I'm sharing it in the light of the context of what I'm talking about this morning. I'm going to read it because I don't want to let miss what anything. So there's a little girl stood near a small church from which she had been turned away because it was said it was too crowded. She wanted to go to school. I said, "No, this place is too full." So I told the pastor, he has eyes, and said, "Why are you crying? He said, "I can't go to school." She said, "Why?" He said, "The place is too full." So when he looked at her, she wasn't so well dressed. No, the came. The pastor, guess why? Take her by the hand, and he took inside, and he found a place for her in the Sunday school class. Now think about it. She never looked like she belonged in that place, right? So people found themselves and said, okay, a little innocent girl. She just took his pure-hearted. She took no offense whatsoever. So she's so happy that she went home and she thought about it and said, "It's not fair that, there's no place for her. She does. She'll do something about it." So 2 years later, the child died, and her parents called and talked to her, but they daughter handled the final arrangements. And as the service began, the parents handed the pastor a note in which there's 50 cents, made a lot of money by the day because of 18 something. With a note written in her childish handwriting, which said, "This is to help build the little church bigger so that more children can go to Sunday school." It meant 57 cents. She had taken 2 years to say this. I understand she went and did little odd jobs and everything and put away money for that purpose. She took no offense. She had a vision of love. A vision she wanted my children to have the experience. She hungered and thirsted after. So, what happened? The pastor took it to service and said, "See there, for a long time the church has been saying, the congregants have been saying they're going to build, they're going to raise money to build a bigger church, and they talk and they meet and they talk and they meet, but it didn't go any further than talking and meeting." So when he held up this note and read it and shared 57 cents, immediately it was like the catalyst. The congregation started to get busy and raise money. And newspapers got it, and publish this story because it's a nice human interest story, isn't it, right? And guess what? Thousands and thousands of persons started to send money. And then this church was built. They had more than enough money. $250,000 was a large amount those days. And you're invited. We are told that when you visit the city of Philadelphia, look up Temple Baptist Church, which seats 3,300 people. There's a Good Samaritan Hospital, which is a spin-off from that church, right? There's a Sunday school building that houses thousands of children, right? And there is no university as well. You got a church, you got a hospital, you got a Sunday school, and you have a university that educates people from all over the world, some who would not have been able to find the money. It is a true story. And the person I heard it, I didn't double check it. It was such a nice story, I said I would share it. But I double check it. The little girl's picture is there beside the person who was kind pastor. The name of that pastor is Dr. Russell H. Conwell, the author of the book, Acres of Diamond. Acres of Diamond. So, promise yourself this week to grasp every opportunity to show kindness, to show gentleness in your actions and in your speech. Give a little away, and a whole lot of love will come back to you. Express it until before long it becomes a habit. Promise yourself to let love lead even if you feel annoyed, disturbed, or upset, even when you think that it is not deserving. Turn around your feelings and choose gentleness instead. At such times, if you need help, remember who you are and whose you are. And the end of the affirmation, I'm an ever, from Dr. Ernest Holmes as well, I'm captivated by that book. I am an ever-evolving expression of a limitless principle. Together, I am an ever-evolving expression of a limitless principle. Whatever is essential to make me a better channel for good is being done now. Whatever is essential to make me a better channel for good is being done now. I am growing in understanding. I am growing in understanding. I am equipped with tools. I am equipped with tools I need to express my divine attributes. I am equipped with tools I need to express my divine attributes. People, you are important. You are important because of who you are. You are expressions of the living spirit of me. You are God shows up. And whenever you feel doubt, after there be no doubt. Just go back to that. I am where God shows up. And you say, good morning, God. Good morning, God. Good morning, God. And call your name. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Sonia. There are so many words there for us to embody. We are all of significance, not because of who we know what we have, but who we are being. And we are all expressions of God, where God shows up, each one of us in the universe. And our influence is limitless. So friends, practice, practice, practice. Thank you again, Dr. Sonia. Let us give her another round of applause. I see Angela preparing us for musical night. We have two young ladies, Rita and Jalita, and they're singing A Whole New World, song from the musical Aladdin. Please, let them together, round of applause.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you under my wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. I can show you the world, shining, shining, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Thank you. So Anita and Moita, beautiful, beautiful sisters. Anita and Moita. And you're not a daughter, you're not in right place. Oh, it's beautiful. Man, you have all your purpose. Your purpose to lift hearts, right? To lift hearts, to touch hearts. Continue to shine in whatever you do, that do anything other way. Because your very presence is lifting hearts, comforting, soothing. We are not sinning, we're not sinning. Thank you so much, sharing. And Angela, thank you for sharing your students. Just right. So, you're not usually so cry, you're not going to this one. So I cry back actually, but I do cry. Okay, so what pressure Jamaica, we can be passionate because we are integral to the success of our country. Go read National Pledge when you move. Why we support it? Okay? Read it, National Pledge when you move. Okay, please stand so we can say it together. Okay? The radiant light of God's love is now flowing through us and from us to everything and everyone it touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills colors and surrounds our island Jamaica. The glowing intensity of light of God's love now infiltrates and wakens up the hearts and minds of men and women. Truth of life is set free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing intensely in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, help, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and the oneness of God are now established. And so it is. So we're going to sing our golden long realized. It's on the first body, and you will see it. Is breaking, the shades of night will flee, and suns of men are waking, the light of truth shall see. We hail it, hallelujah, rest, our hearts rest in God's soul, for truth will conquer such and joy shall reign here long. The golden day is dawning, and light of truth appears, the first mercy of born, dispels all darkness fears, with peace and love the void, rest, reforming the reward, a day of joy and gladness shall never more depart. The golden day advancing, new shines the wondrous light, and rays of truth enhancing, behold, they soar and rise, the sun beholding, my greater goals so within, for now we see unfolding, the light of God within. So now we take our love offerings, and we will okay, separately, made envelopes, and get the word right away, we will sit there, and we just know we're so grateful for the generosity with which you support our church. And as you do this, think of it, it is in fact that is streaming this blessing through you, multiplying it for you and for our church. So love offering blessing, love the I give, joy I receive, be thou fruitful, increase and multiply, bless, prosper, and enrich everyone who you touch, and replenish all of my financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father, and so it is. As we close, our hearts are so filled with the gratitude for the giver of life, life itself, which manifests us and allows us to experience the abundance of its nature wherever we look, wherever we go, wherever we are. It's streaming freely, giving itself to all humanity, giving itself to all citizen forms. We are grateful. And we are grateful also to know that we, being the presence of God made manifest, that wherever we go, we are a blessing. In our silence, we are a blessing. In our speaking, we are a blessing. In our actions, we are a blessing. Yes, we walk this earth fully erect in consciousness as the presence of God made manifest, living in what we are created, and we know joy and just abundance. Just fill our lives wherever we go as we are rewarded likewise. So here now, with a deep sense of gratitude for the teaching for our church and for the top 10,000 of us who had the vision to do what they did. Yes, to us, even 100 years later. We are grateful. Yes, and we give thanks now as I release my words to love, man, giving thanks that it is so. And so it is. And we shall sing, yes, there is joy. That forgets its joy. Yes, there is joy on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is joy on earth, the joy that was meant to be. If joy has our power, and we all are we. Yes, with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, joy begins with me, as this moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joy. To take each moment and live each moment, joy eternally. Yes, there is joy on earth, and yes, it begins with. Oh yes, everyone, remember that this church is rich with spiritual offerings. Remember, we're on call for you to pray. Tuesday, you will come at 6 to be enriched at our healing service. At 6. Oh, this service, oh God doesn't become this God sometimes. So that is still not say, but I promise you that prayer hour will be on same time, same time, 5 o'clock. Because after that, we'll have Gregory who's going to be blessing us. It comes 6 to here, right? Of course. Next Sunday, same time, same place. Thank you for